Hello and welcome to the recuperation mini class, my post hysterectomy bend and twisting the spine short class. I am almost 4 weeks post hysterectomy, so I'm getting back into a little bit more movement. If you've had surgery or if you are chronically ill, you probably spend a lot of time resting on your back, and things can get a little tight when they're not used. This is a little workout to get some more movement in the spine through twisting and side bending. We'll work the eyes a little bit as well. We'll start on our backs. If you like a pillow for your head, you can grab that. Once you're on your back, bring your hands onto your lower ribs and begin to inhale and exhale consciously. Lengthen your inhale and lengthen your exhale and see if you can feel your ribs moving against the floor or against your hands. You can breathe in and out through your nose or your mouth. And if you don't feel much movement at first, don't worry about that. Do it a few times and just let those muscles warm up. And then bring your hands wherever is comfortable and extend your left leg along the floor, right foot flat. We're going to do a little hip twist. Gently get heavy in your right foot and begin to lift your right hip off the mat any amount, rolling a little bit to your left and then roll back. So think your right hip is getting light as you roll over to the left and then come on back. Doesn't have to be very high, and you can play with where your right foot is. Just let the left leg be super relaxed. Back of the ribs are going to stay on the mat at this point. And if it's comfortable, you can begin to come up higher and let the right rib cage lift off the mat. Shoulder blades are going to stay down. Throat is open, shoulders are relaxed. And then come on back to the floor. Switch sides. Left foot flat, right foot long, right leg long, and then getting light in that left hip as you get heavy in the left foot. Don't forget to breathe. And there might be a little bit of effort to reach into your left foot, but try and keep the effort minimal. I feel like you're blowing over to the right side with your hip and then rolling gently back. Kind of like a ship rolling in the waves, side to side. Feel free to come up as high as you want. So maybe your lower ribs will lift off the mat a little bit, and adjust your arms as you need and rest whenever you need. Come on back to center. Bring both feet to the floor and bring both feet a little bit wider than your hips. And let's just do a gentle knee sway from side to side. So you're letting the weight of your legs bring your hips into a little bit of a twist. And I like to hang out on one side and take a little bit of a breath. And I'm kind of letting the weight of my body compress the muscles around my hips, at the back of my hips. And then we're rolling across the feet as well. Let it be gentle and pause wherever you like. Keep moving. Make it as small as you need to or as big as you need to. And then come on back through center. All right. Next, we're going to roll over onto our sides and keep the lower body still and move the upper body. So again, you could have a pillow for this. If you can, you're going to support your head with your hands. So you'll be on your side. You could support your top knee, which will be in front of your bottom leg, on a pillow if that's comfortable. You will make sure your neck feels supported. So again, you could have a pillow here instead, and your arms could be absolutely in a different place if you like, but try it here to start. All right. And then from here, you're going to keep your top elbow in your peripheral vision and begin to roll back, but only to where, roll your ribcage back, only to where your knee can stay touching the ground. So your lower half stays pretty still, rotating through the waist. That top arm could be in front or along your side, and you could let it and then come on back to center. We'll do the same thing on the other side with our rotation. Bottom leg straight, top knee is bent, resting in front. Forward. Support the head with the hands and rotate back. And have a pillow underneath your head if you like. Come on up onto hands and knees. You could be standing if this doesn't feel comfortable for you. With the arms a little higher, there's a little less pressure in the elbows and shoulders. So we're going to do our cat and cow from here. Round your spine. Looking down and just move in whatever way your spine feels comfortable at the moment. Curling your head towards your pelvis. And then lift your tailbone. Lift your heart in opposite direction. And then come more to a comfortable spine, whatever that is for you. And we're just going to try and move the pelvis. We'll do a little tilt forward and a little tilt back. A little tilt forward and a little tilt back. We're trying to move the pelvis around the legs. And often, if we're pretty tight around there, as we move the pelvis, we don't move it that far. Instead, we move our thigh bones. So you're going to feel the pressure of your knees on the mat, and don't let that pressure change as you tilt your pelvis forward and back. And then come on back through center. Come up either to a standing lunge position or a kneeling lunge position, like so, with one foot forward. We're going to add in a little visual. So we'll start, you're going to take your thumb in front of your face, and you're going to keep your eyes on your fingernail as you move your thumb forward and back, as long as that doesn't make you feel dizzy. Good. And then place the hand down if you need balance, or place it on the wall if you need some help with balance. Are you going to find a point on the wall ahead of you? And now you're going to move your whole body towards that point and then away from that. Your whole body. So if you're standing, you can take a step forward and then a step. Good. Let's try the other foot. Find same point or new point. You can close your eyes, open your eyes, whatever your eyes land on. You're going to move towards that point and then away. One point and away. And then come on back. In a high kneeling or a standing position, place one hand on a table nearby or a couch and begin to side bend and straighten that arm. start pretty close with the hand on your table. And then you're thinking of straightening that arm to go into your side bend, and then come on back. Straighten, and then come on back. So we're thinking of tilting the ribs over to the side, lengthening, creating more distance between the ribs and hips on this side. And if you, like me, tend to twist your neck, you can add a little proprioceptive cue. One thumb on your clavicle and opposite finger on your jaw. And then you're going to side bend without letting your neck move. That's good. All right, we're going to do the same thing on the other side. I'm going to side bend and forward or back up to vertical. Good. And you could also put one finger on your hip bone, the other finger on your lower ribs. And as you go over, think you're moving your top finger away from your bottom finger. And if, again, like me, your head wants to do funky things, give your brain a little feedback, a little support. Keep where your head is in space. And then try a few without the fingers, seeing if it makes a difference. And then come on back through center. All right, we are done our mini workout for today. That's about it for me. Time to rest. I look forward to seeing you again soon. Have a great day.